What's up, everybody? The Trade Baron here with your daily recap on the trades from the Nas. Today is May 8th, 2025. All right, we had a busy day today. We had news coming out here at 7:30, and then we also had news coming out at 9 a.m. Yeah. All right, let's see. So that news came out at about 7:30 right here. It did get this huge engulfing candle and then decided to drop from here. I wasn't in front of the charts at that time. Looking at this, like if you were going to try to jump into this, this was originally going up, had broke that high and then broke down past this low right here. It wasn't in the best position, and then by the time that you got here, the move had kind of started. If you wanted to jump in, you could have, but I mean, it would have went against you right here. And then you get really, really close to that market open. And then the market opens, and this is a continuation move that we're taking right here. So what we have here on that 5-minute is you got that bright histogram that came in right here. And then by the time the market opens up, you can see that bright histogram coming back in from the dark histogram. So this basically just lets us know that this is a continuation going down from here. This trade kind of hurt. This was going down all the way. I mean, this was going down quite a bit. All the way down here. So we're looking at 118, almost 120 points. And it comes all the way back here to basically take you out around here where it finally breaks above a top. So about right there. But again, prior to that, we had news coming out. This was the candle where news was coming out. So you should have got out before that news was coming out. So essentially like anywhere in this area. But we'll just leave it marked right here on this one. So we just got that 30 points right there. Then we've got this one right here. Around 9:30, we had that break of the high that would have taken us out on the other one. It did line up with entering another trade. So we would end up taking this one, and this one would have been a big loss. So anything you would have made on this one, you would have just gave it right back. So we take negative 62-point loss. Doesn't quite line up right away with the trade, but then that darker histogram starts to come in. And then this one says, hey, let's take this short. So we end up going down, goes down quite a bit just to give that one back too. Try to think of different ways. When I try to think of different ways, how to deal with, something coming back and taking you out, I really don't have an answer. I mean, if we say, hey, do anything where you've just got a trailing stop or something, like you got this where it went a little bit, you got your trailing stop, you got taken out like right here, or if you just had it at break even, then it's just going and going. And then even right here where this one goes down about 75 points, how much are you willing to give back? Because it comes all the way back up here, Same thing with this one right here. If you try using the engulfing candles, this one engulfed right here, and then it engulfs over here too. This right here just engulfs, comes completely back. This one comes completely back. So which was the one where you would have taken yourself out at? I don't really have the answer, so I just try to follow the swings, and that's where it would have had us. This is another situation too, where it's the same thing. So it's just like we're just riding the different waves. But yeah, what was it talking about? Went off on a little bit of a tangent there. So we had taken this one short from here, and it immediately comes and engulfs right here. And you would think to yourself, hey, let me get out. It's engulfing. You could have taken a huge loss, right? Not a huge loss, 30-point loss. But if you just kind of hold on, then you'd end up just taking the smaller loss by the time this had came back right here. And then this would have put you in a not right away, but immediately kind of after this, once you get that darker histogram coming in over here, kind of lets us know that we're starting to go up. And you could just kind of jump in on anywhere between this window right here. So this one closing, and then right here, this is like your little window to get in there. And this one goes up. This was the trade of the day. Hell, this is a trade of the week so far. This one ended up going up 237 points. And then from there, jumping in this one short. Now, this is essentially a continuation play too. It's a little bit late to come into this one. But again, when you see this darker histogram coming in right here on this, nothing really closed beneath that right there. Like this was still going up, still going up. And the only real reason I kind of want to jump in on something like this right here is because this is the first one that finally closed beneath a swing low. So you can see that going down. Went down a little bit and then just kind of came back up, closed above this high right here. This wasn't in the best position to take it long, so just kind of ignore that one. And then you did get a long coming in about right here. You got to get really close to that zero. The darker histogram's coming in. and you could have taken this one along, and it would have just taken you out for a negative 28 points there. Overall, a decent day, still profitable. Let's go ahead and calculate this stuff up. All these other trades right here, at the end of the day, I would just ignore them. I mean, this trade right here, this basically ends at 1400-ish, and I'm not really interested in taking anything after that. I mean, you basically would have just got caught in this. Just get taken out right there, just to finally maybe get this one right here that's finally going, but it still would have just been another loss, and you would have just made up what you kind of lost right here at the end of the day. So and that's if you were holding all the way down to here. So yeah, let's get a grand total on this. All right, and for today we have a grand total of 185 points positive. Not bad at all. Let me know how you guys did in the comments below. Make sure to check me out, the Trade Baron, on all social media platforms. I do daily recaps on the Nasdaq. Like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff.